set that shit up, so I don't know.
I don't think so, but...
Okay, and Restream's got us going.
Yay, yay!
Hey, 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 hey!
Drink beer every day.
Well, Twitch sent me a email. No, I don't know if Twitter has done anything.
Oh, you know what? I may still have to get that set up. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll just tweet it out something like drinking before noon. Of course we are.
It says it's connecting to Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got a notification at all. Weird.
I mean, maybe you don't have Twitch set up to give you notifications.
I thought it did.
Mm-hmm.
I'll notify you. I have no idea if the order is going to be okay. I just kind of glanced and I was like, oh, sure, this makes some kind of sense.
Look, it's not on me to pick up my own beers this time. It's really the safest way to go about this.
You're not the only one who's ever messed it up.
Fuck! Twice in the same episode.
It happens.
Okay. I think these are all in a good spot at this point.
Yeah.
Everything.
Chat room. Alright, so let's get tweeting about it, I guess.
Is it tweeting? It begins.
The tweeting.
The tweeting. That sounds like a Donald Trump scandal.
God.
It will be.
No. Someone's gonna call it Tweetgate, and I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Oh, nothing gets my hackles,
Something
cockles, something raised
Russell's
up.
your jimmies.
Russell's my jimmies. Quite like
A good gate.
Oh. It's called Watergate. It's the name of the fucking hotel.
Yeah.
Not because it was a gate involving... It was like some scandal involving waters and gates. Oh, God,
Well, I forgot to have Twitch installed on my
I
phone.
love that Futurama even has the nice crack. Why would Nixon stay at the Watergate?
You get good return rates.
Discounts for when you've been here before.
Yeah.
Give you a discount if you've been-
That's how it was worded.
And then they give you a second to absorb it, and then Fry goes, I get it.
Oh, Nixon. There was a for a while. What's the movie? It's got Robert Redford. It's about the Watergate scandal. It was made like the year after it happened. What was that? Because it's following Woodward and Bernstein. What's the name of that movie? It was on HBO a while back, in it. Oh, you're fine. I just heard myself say Woodward and Bernstein again. I was like, oh God, is that what I sound like? I'm a monster.
We have an ad on our, on our stream.
I ain't seen a dime of that.
It's a Budweiser ad.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, why?
Budweiser ads? Come on, Twitch. I guess you got to give it to them for
Knowing-
being able to recognize.
Yeah. I wonder what gave him the clue. As I look at our monitor with 3 beer glasses.
But it needs to be 4.
It does. It will be soon.
I mean, not that...
Ish.
At least we settled the font debacle.
The great font fight of 2017.
Yeah. Fonts have been decided. Things are moving forward.
It's a shame Casey had to die during that war. We finally got him a glass, and then we had to kill him.
That is how that went, doesn't it?
We had to do it before the hurricanes got him. Anyone listening who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Casey's been on some cruises in the Caribbean.
He decided, oh, hurricanes, well, that gets you a good discount.
He wanted to stand on the deck and shout, "Curse you, merciful Poseidon!" Sorry, I'm probably popping up in like 4 mics when I do shit like that.
No, you're fine. It'll be a first.
I was about to say.
How?
No, Bob, you're too loud.
has never been uttered and probably never will,
Why is it doing that?
unless we get you really drunk.
There's a graph.
The link that it's sharing still says Sam Adams, but it clearly says Sweetwater.
I mean,
Friggin' Twitch.
it's fine. It's all fine. We're all fine here.
How are you?
What's your identification code? Boring conversation anyway. Luke!
Company. It doesn't say anything on the link. It just says...
Well, not on Twitter, on Facebook. Because Facebook's a piece of crap. I'll just blame Facebook because I hate it. I hate it so much.
It's the only way I get to see my nieces, though, so... We settle.
I literally only have it still for family and the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a good resource for the show, and I just... There are certain parts of Facebook that are...
I hate it. It's MySpace.
It is.
And it's a combination of MySpace and BuzzFeed.
I was driving up here listening to my Google Play Music Pollen Storm station, and it kicks on to is it Molly Lewis? Is that her name?
I don't know.
Girl who plays ukulele. And she had a song on there about I hope your kids find your MySpace page. Essentially, was the gist of the song. Like, you know, I hope MySpace stays around for the next generation to find it. And I was like, oh God, yes.
Web archaeology.
Can we get on the ground floor of that, Chris?
I mean, it already exists.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, we can start into it. We can try. The digital archaeologist.
I did want to write like a history book one time on like just the history of how like internet spreading and like certain subcultures in it. I thought that would be an interesting thing to do, but
Oh yeah, well,
I'm sure it's already been done.
it may have. I know you'll find articles. I don't know if you'll find full-blown
Books
books and studies.
I feel like there's a whole lot you could dig into with that, and
especially
you've got to at least start explaining memes because that's a term that predates the internet.
Yeah, early 4chan and Reddit before they got popularized, because that's where you had that's where memes and everything were being created. So that would
it's just like early 4chan. You have never found a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah.
Also, current 4chan. You have never found a more wretched hive of...
Everyone blames, Reddit for a lot of the terrible crap. Yeah, there are some terrible subreddits. You also have Random Acts of Pizza. And you go on there, and they're like kids from a children's hospital in there. And they're like, oh, you know, we all have cancer and whatever. And then everyone's like, pizza party on for free for these kids.
You can do that for kids in cancer wards?
Random Acts of Pizza, people get on there and they're like, all right, I'm going to order, 20 pizzas and have it delivered there, and I'm going to pay for it.
I didn't know you could do that. It makes me happy.
Our Random Acts of Pizza.
I don't... I was like, man, I want to do that. I don't even care if it's I don't even care if it's a tax write-off. Casey is watching.
How is Casey viewing us?
Casey, stop watching!
You're supposed to be driving. If he starts typing, then we know something's really wrong.
If he starts typing, we know he's asleep. He's set text-to-speech on. He just, it's not that hard to get 40,000 honor kills.
Okay, I can't. So nobody's in the chat yet. That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm kind of not expecting anybody just because of the weird time.
It's a weird time, and we've got to make sure everyone knows that next time will also be a weird time.
Yeah, but at least I'll have notice. That's true. We don't have that in here, do we? Crap. Let me pull that up real quick.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Indeed we are.
Indeed.
We have a very full family coat of arms, but that's also going on it. No Frasers. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
I won't scroll down anymore because of the things. Oh, the next one's Founders anyway.
Is it? I thought we hadn't decided.
No,
I
that's
saw on the
audio
schedule
episode.
said Founders.
But I thought we were, because no, it's beer science. Remember?
No, that's the
Not
next
on the
video.
schedule.
Okay, let me pull up the note.
Is that how? Oh yeah, that is how it laid out. Okay. Well, no, we were looking at it yesterday, and I thought it didn't lay out exactly how we thought.
Night begins to shine. I see the storm in your eye. Sorry.
When we're dancing,
The night.
begins to shine.
Okay, that's today. So the next audio is Founders, and next video is...
Next
Beer
audio
Science.
is Founders. Next video is Beer Science.
Beer Science.
Beer Science.
Beer science.
Yeah, we have actually got the next 3 up there, so I've got to get
Beer,
that.
beer.
I'll have to get that on there later today on the website.
Beer, 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 beer.
Yeah, we have a song for that. So we don't have the 20 seconds episode planned out. Ooh, need to message him today.
Yep. Got to do a lot of stuff today.
Busy
Good
day.
thing we're getting started.
Early.
Bright and early.
Getting drunk.
That always motivates me to have a
Be
very productive rest of the day. All right, no, I need some Civilization 6. I need to be drunken Alexander the Great conquering my way through a realistic representation of Persia.
Oh.
They won't know what hit them. It's Cyrus the Great is the ruler for Persia in this one, as opposed to one of the Dariuses.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a good choice. That would be a historical fight I'd pay to watch. I mean, there'd be a whole lot of slaughter and it'd actually be really depressing. But like, I would have enjoyed that event to have happened.
Now
Oh.
I remember we gotta look over there.
I mean,
So, if you look at the new logo, there was something I caught. I thought it was, because one of our requests was to put a hat on your glass.
oh, that the foam kind
The
of makes
foam,
a bill.
yeah,
Yeah.
the foam is a hat, and I was like, I was like, I kept looking at it going, why did he give it like a rat tail or a mullet with the foam? I couldn't
Just
understand.
looking the other way.
And I was like, it's a hat.
It is.
Because he's a genius, actually.
Because it
He
was,
is.
yeah, it was a true Scott moment. Because I was looking over her monitor at it, and I was
Scott.
like, what?
It's a cheetah, Scott. He's had that moment on the show. I went back in that episode explicitly to find that. I was like, I have to find the moment where we realized that Chris had his own. It's
I
a
have
cheetah,
those all the
Scott.
time.
But no,
So
I had
we're-
that, and I
we're talking
turned
to Pepe.
around and look at Pepe.
Look at Pepe.
Even though Pepe's not looking at you.
Pepe, you're so rude.
Pepe, quit being so rude. Okay.
Here,
Okay.
Pepe. Here.
It's like he's got he's getting ready to do a flash, like, all right, everyone, smile for the birdie. All right, I think we're at time.
Now I want.
Yep, we are.
We are, but now I want like Pepe to be behind the camera with a curtain
Yeah.
over him, just like.
See, there's so many Pepe things that we could do.
Woo!
That's a whole
Hey,
thing. in
Tyler, yeah, early show.
itself. Here we go. Damn it, the air. Did I turn that off? Welcome to Have a Drink, the show where you learn along with us about what you drink. I'm Brittany Lee Walker.
I'm Justin Frazier,
And I'm Christopher Walker.
and
We're kind of waiting on the Casey price.
he's lost in a hurricane. We lost him at sea.
Oh, he will be remembered. All right, there's a lot of beers in this pack. We got to go ahead and start cracking some of these. I'm going to pour everyone else's first so I don't get blamed for, No, there's... Wrong glass! Wrong glass!
I was getting mine
Oh, well,
because
You don't
Because
want to
as-
do that, Casey?
as funny as I would find it, I'm going to hold back.
We're just not going to go there yet.
All right, so we are drinking the Sweetwater variety pack. Don't know if everyone can find this one. Tyler, were you able to dig up Sweetwater fall variety pack? No, you don't get in.
Do I get in here? I don't.
We're going to start with the Hash Session IPA. Camera's not really wanting to focus.
Hashish.
Damn it, Casey, you're supposed to be driving.
And
I'm Casey Price. You.
Oh, okay. Tyler can't get Sweetwater.
No, but as I shared with Tyler, he is getting ready to get New Holland.
Mm.
Oh, that's right.
Well, that's really
That
more
was-
important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to keep reminding myself.
Casey better be in the parking lot if he's sending messages. Sorry, it's bothering me, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
So Casey, since you're in the chat, should we go ahead and pour yours?
I'd go ahead. I want to get a picture of our setup before we go farther. I have to show everybody that our
Casey's lovely. So no, we always joke that
no,
we're-
our target to look at the camera.
Oh, Pepe. So we always joke that we're literally like duct tape and paper clips to keep this show going. And in this case, when Casey comes busting through the door, his mic is really this setup. It's pretty funny.
If you look down in the corner next to a glass, you'll see a tiny little lavalier mic that's just hanging out on a paperclip.
I'm totally tweeting this.
Okay, so busting into this first beer, the Sweetwater Hash Session IPA. Oh, I guess
Smells wonderful.
I'll grab this one and run with it. So the Hop Hash Easy IPA. We keep the malt bill light to allow the hops to shine through. We dose this sucker with a boatload of Amarillo hop hash, pungent with floral, tropical, citrus, fruit flavors, and the hop hash gives it that one-of-a-kind, chewy, gooey, resiny mouthfeel. As the chaser, we are giving it a hefty dry hop, and they weren't kidding, to enhance the potent aromas. Someone else want to Atenum?
I'm not on the...
Casey, go ahead, and why don't you take that one? No, you're
Casey,
not
we're
going
going to need you to give us that word.
Gives it orange and grapefruit tones, crystal for a little kick of spiciness, and El Dorado bringing some pear and watermelon characteristics.
Laudanum. It's got laudanum.
All right, your
We
ABV
can't
is 4.2%, so it's a good session. IBU's 55, a little up there for a session. Your malt bill, you got Maris Otter, which I love the name of that, Pilsner wheat, and Midnight wheat. Your hops, you got Bravo, Amarillo hop hash, and then they dry hopped this baby with the, how did you all think? Autumnum?
I was going to Laudanum. It's
Laudanum.
probably wrong.
Laudanum.
Laudanum.
Dry hopped with
Not taking a
laudanum,
piece
El
of drugs.
Dorado, and Crystal. And your flavor profile is a light yet chewy lemon and lime. So I want to get into this. Anybody?
Okay, it has a great aroma. It's got more of a... Oh, go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it.
I love the aroma.
Oh, it's real citrusy, kind of lemony. At least in the smell.
Very clean. Not to be confused with a soap kind of taste.
Oh,
It's got more dankness than I'm expecting. Out
it
of its
is.
flavor.
It's resin. That's
Yeah.
the resiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's...
But you still get some lemon.
Yeah, some lemon. It's just like, all I could think of once I tried it was like... Well, now my mouth feels weird.
There's a dry kind of finish.
Yeah. No, I mean it's good. It does what a session should. You need to it kind of dries out your tongue. You're like, I just need to drink. As soon as I take a drink, I'm like, I need another drink. I need another drink.
There's a bit of a bitter aftertaste,
Yeah.
though. It doesn't feel very sessionable to me. No, you didn't pour Casey's?
Well, here, poor Casey's. He's not through the door yet, and we got a lot of these to go through.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're just gonna have to start lining
we're
Casey's
starting
up.
early, so I don't think we're on a time limit today. Just pour him a little bit.
So yeah, this time setup may be repeating.
Yes, so that's a good time to talk about this.
So yeah, let's go ahead and roll into some quick announcements.
Yeah, so we'll like to... Hold on, I actually got to pull up the dates because I thought I had that memorized and I super don't.
I'm existing where Yetis like to exist, in the periphery, in the blurry spots.
We have a webcam. It's a really good webcam. Like, we upgraded the webcam, but at a distance, no webcam is that great. So sorry. Because it just so happened that we got everybody up here, even though we're still missing a person. Okay. on the next audio episode is the next one to occur, of course. That's gonna be September 30th. Well, sorry, that's when we record it.
Over everybody's favorite, Founders Brewing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Founders Brewing Company. But so it should be posted then around October 1st, I think. I think that's like that Sunday. So either way, so you're gonna look for it that weekend. So like that weekend for September into October, it'll be posted. Now the next video episode, that is gonna be another early one, unfortunately. So we're giving you tons of notice now.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a big special one, though.
Yes, I'm just saying according to hours, not everybody's able to drink at that point. But so we're all going to be together again in the same
Don't know,
space.
Tyler. We'll find out if Founders makes any good beer.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see what we're drinking for that one. But so the next video will again be all of us in meat space, which is very interesting because it doesn't get to happen that often.
And then it's happening like at least 3/4 of us for like this will be like 2 to 3 like
Oh yeah,
3
'cause you were here
times in
last
1
weekend.
month.
Yeah, a lot of
And then
us.
yeah.
Weird time. It's end times.
Times.
But that is going to be on October 8th, and that's another Sunday, but it's Sunday morning again. Do
But
we
it's a
know
live-
exactly what time?
We do not know what time. I want to say probably close to the same time.
Yeah. Okay. So probably close to 11 a.m. again, Eastern time. So,
So Tyler, if this time frame works for you.
yeah, it's just that because of our schedules and stuff, especially Casey's had a lot going on for work and things like that. So,
For work and tropical cruises.
well,
And,
he needs a vacation too.
Well, that's the other thing. We're shipping Casey off to GABF.
Yes. So that's why he's going to be up here today because of course we live near the airport.
And Casey flies out this afternoon. That's why we had to go with this time frame and why he's able to be up here when he gets here.
To get him drunk.
We say though he's still not in here. Although I don't want him to like die on the way here. Can you speak up? But so the October 8th episode is going to be great because it's another one of our beer science series. So we're actually going to be in Casey's garage brewing beer.
We're going to be doing a live brew.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's actually exciting. I'm really pumped for that.
And this brew is going to go a long way. Like,
Just-
we've got plans.
Yes.
Just wait until you have hops in your hand and just bury your nose in there. Go
Yeah, Jim Cook style.
Going Jim Cook's. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff.
Yeah.
chopping up hops, doing lines of them. Is that
Hops
not how?
smells so good though. I really want after we went to New Belgium and smelled from the
Straight.
vine. I'm
Okay,
like, okay, we have
the
to have a lotion
timing-
for this.
The timing was perfect, and that's what he had to add on for that because we were there at the start of hop harvest, and they
Right.
have Citra and Galaxy hops just growing up the side of the building. So, and he just reaches up and starts pulling handfuls of hops off. And he's like, "Just rub this baby
you
in your
do.
hands and get a smell." And everyone's like, "Oh God!"
Just reaching up. Something for the good old hop harvest.
Fresh and juicy.
Yes.
That is something to be excited about. Wet hops. All the wet IPAs coming.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I think that was somehow supposed to imply it's so good you'll slap it and it's wet. That
Yes.
sentence kept getting worse. Once again, we're looking for our takedown notice, Twitch.
Not yet, please.
Okay. Since we're rambling a little bit, someone want to grab and talk about Sweetwater Brewing Company because this is really one of our first forays, at least in the show, into
Yeah.
Sweetwater.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I've hardly ever had anything from them. Well, Sweetwater Brewery has been making tasty brews, as they put it, in the heart of the South since 1997. That's not that long a... Oh, God.
Oh God, it is.
It's been a minute.
No, they brought that up talking about the Ms. Marvel
I'm just...
movie. Like, it's a period piece set in the 90s.
And Jessica Chobot's like, period pieces in the 90s makes me feel like I want to die.
No one else can hear it, but right now, Sounds of Silence is just going on in my head.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What started as a pipe dream of two college buddies just turned into a dream job full of great adventures and lip-smacking beer. Man, they do not like G's. They
No.
just keep dropping it off of every part of
Because
it.
they went with the whole,
South.
it's the South, and you got to go for that lower class thing.
I mean, just because they're from the South, they're lower class. Racist. Against racists.
Geographist. I don't know.
We're going to welcome
Localist.
Casey Price. Yep.
Which one?
No.
So you're all set up.
Session.
Yep. Allegedly. Whoa.
I might want to get that phone away from the.
Ah,
Yeah.
It's Casey's.
Oh, and yours was
No.
right next to it.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. One of our phones was.
Anyway,
All right.
what would you expect from a couple good old boys? Never mean to no harm. With more hankering for beer than books. Yeah. At Sweetwater, we like to say we're not here. We're not here for a long time. We're here to have a good time. For a good time.
I think I'm adopting that as my new like
Is that going to be
life
on your
motto.
Is that be on your family coat of arms?
Yeah,
It's going to be Walker's. Not here for a long time. Here for a good time.
pretty
And
much.
then Fraser's. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Let's see, where was I? It's not something we say though; it's how we live. It's not what we do; it's what we're about. If you're up for a good time, hey, gonna have a good time. Come check us out in our brewery in Atlanta every spring at our Raging 420 Festival. I wonder what they're celebrating there, or wherever,
Summer.
Yeah.
or wherever fishing. Or wherever fishing is good in your neck of the woods.
Sure.
Uh,
All right, so there's a little bit about the brewery. Yay.
yeah.
So Casey, first one in your glass there. You got the Hop Hash Easy IPA.
It is easy.
Is it easy like Sunday morning? Which it is.
Indeed,
It is Sunday morning.
It is.
Just
For
perfect
Lionel
for
Richie
Tata.
up in this.
Light malt flavor, nothing really super heavy in there. Hops are a little bit heavy for a session.
Yeah.
It's
There's a
real
little
dry.
bit too much
That's how
bitterness for me.
It came to like it was like, oh, it makes you like it has that like a session should make you want more, like dry it out a little bit, but it's a little too much.
Yeah, it's a session IPA. For my session IPAs, I like to have a lot of hop aroma, hop flavor, but not as much bitterness.
Again,
I like the,
the
aroma
smell,
still.
the
yeah.
aroma is great for this.
So the hop that we were having issues saying, what is that? Autumnum?
I don't know what's it spelled.
AHTAUM, something like that.
Yep, right there.
Autanum?
Autumnum?
See, he doesn't
Laudanum.
know
No. Laudanum. That's
First
what,
time I've seen it.
laudanum.
Let me see where it's from.
Look, they stopped brewing with hops and they started brewing with opiates.
either. I mean,
What are you doing?
Oh no! It's an advertisement. I
Oh.
don't know who from.
For a
the
minute
Twitch
there-
thing? That happened to me too. I had to mute it.
Okay, let's get some rinses. We gotta power through. Some dumps going on. The dump cup. Oh,
Here, let me move your pre-show beers out of the way.
looking at the Stein made me think of the fact that maybe before we leave this, maybe in post-show, we need to do our challenges. So on our Facebook page, we shared it. We need to share it on the Twitter, them Twitters.
The tweeters.
This comes in with Sweetwater. So Sam Adams has started a campaign. It's kind of along the lines of the Ice Bucket Challenge with ALS.
Oh, yeah.
Only this is for hurricane relief. Jim Cook has decided to do the Stein Hoist Challenge. And so for every minute that you hoist a Stein, they will donate $1 to hurricane relief.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And he called out the head brewer or the founder of Sweetwater in a direct
Oh, that's
challenge.
true.
Gee.
Yeah.
And Jim is apparently a Stein Hoist champion. What in the video he goes, and
It's
here's
like
mine.
2.5 minutes.
No, he holds that baby up
Oh.
for like 6 minutes or something. Like he goes for it, and you're like, he's a scrawny man. I do not. Where's that muscle coming from?
Practice. He's got really developed.
Yeah, he's good
Like,
at
His
bringing those
wrist and
Steins up.
biceps.
So maybe we should do
He
all
only-
of ours
he's only
today.
A
arms.
whole lot of 1 liter curls.
Yeah.
No joke.
All right.
So,
You-
Casey, how have you been? I haven't
Yes.
seen you or
Yeah,
heard from you.
you've been dead.
I was like at least partially convinced that one of the hurricanes got you. Because like as
Close
soon
enough,
as you
right?
got out of one, like oh the cruise is ready.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, we cruised
Irma.
between 2 hurricanes.
I like to imagine that literally like you're threading the needle. Like there's just like one on each side. We're gonna party and you're gonna like it.
Not a day of rain.
I was gonna
That's
say, I bet the
nice.
weather was
Not a
actually
single
beautiful.
Day of rain.
Also,
That's awesome.
the other thought was that you were
Thank you.
right dead center eye of the storm,
Yeah, we just went with the eye.
and you just
cruised
went
into
like,
the
where are we
eye.
going now? Wherever the storm takes us.
Yeah, so it was fun. That was enjoyable. And then yesterday we had our Pikeville Kentucky Brew Fest.
Yeah.
First
You
and-
had some Cincinnati breweries down there.
lot of
Bad
Cincinnati.
Tom Smith was really like pushing it out on social media that they were there.
He was pretty talky too for the day. He
Oh,
came
really?
over and
He's
had
a-
some,
He's a
word
talkie
got
talk.
out at some point about have a drink show.
He was a
Oh,
talkie
yeah.
Tommy.
And every brewer that was there and every distributor was like, "Oh, hey, here's my card." So we've got some contacts.
I swear to God, Casey can't go anywhere and not network.
It's true.
He's got a
That's
superpower.
our benefit.
We took him to Nerdtacular, and suddenly it's just like, oh wow, I can actually do my job while I'm here.
Yeah. So I was pouring.
Also, I imagine all his business cards he collects, and it's very American Psycho. Like they're like just going over, going, "Oh, it's a white with embossed letters on." Sorry.
I would like that. So I was pouring the good beers. Like they had a bunch of good stuff from Mad Tree was there.
No, you had.
But
Oh, yeah, because they're
I had-
distributing back there now too.
I
Hold,
had.
you might need to hold your mic up a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. That we had a lapel mic, and we were like, we're just going with it. It's fine.
I had Rheingeist, which was pretty nice, but we also had some. Oh, what was it? The brewery.
Oh, yeah.
So I poured the brewery, big IPA, double IPA from them, and then also it reminded me of El Coco a little bit. It was a blonde ale with cinnamon and vanilla.
Oh no, that's the it's basically a horchata. What
It
is
is. It's
extra?
or no, it's pronounced or
Yeah.
chata, but it's OR.
No, I've had that one. It is phenomenal.
From who?
From the
Oh, from the
brewery.
brewer-
They do a
oh,
barrel
okay.
aged one of that as well, and I swear every time I go to release at Listerman, somebody has brought that beer because it is amazing, and I think it's like a year round offering from them, and it is oh god so
Who
good.
did the rum barrel aged horchata? That was my favorite still.
Listerman.
Okay, that was amazing.
Tyler agrees. Horchata beers are amazing.
Yeah.
But the other beer that was pouring that seemed to be pretty much the most popular of the day was the Dragon's Milk S'mores
Oh,
variant.
that's fair.
So, have you seen that in bottles yet?
We had
It
it.
came and went.
Yeah.
It was
It's in
short.
bottles.
Yeah.
We have some
Okay.
for our end of year already
Yes.
stashed away.
The distributor doesn't know what he's talking about. He said, "Oh yeah, they don't even put that in bottles."
They put
And
it all in
I know.
bottles.
I was like, we've had the chai. The first time I had with the chai was in. I never drank this on draft. It's all been bottled.
I never see them on
What?
draft. It's
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
bottles. But no, that
And yeah.
it was super limited around here. All the liquor stores that usually get the variants, they got 2 cases of the variants, and that was it.
Yeah.
They were all. Everyone sold them in singles except Jungle Gyms, who put them out in the 4-packs.
Mm-hmm.
So then they got what 16 4-packs total. So those just like vanish off the shelves around here.
Yeah, it's I mean everything that's in that series that I've had has been really good. So
All right,
I'm
let's
happy with it.
Yeah.
dive into this next one. We've poured the 420 Extra Pale Ale. This is like their standard. Our most popular brew, a tasty West Coast style Extra Pale Ale, accentuated with a stimulating hop character. First conceived in our back cave on 420. This kind of keeps the wheels on the bus going round and round. So ABV is at 5.7%. Your IBUs are at 39. That's really low. Your malt bill, you got your 2-row, Munich, wheat, and midnight wheat.
Every so often, we say something and it just makes it go, "Who have we become?" When
Yeah.
you say 39 IBUs, that's really low.
Who are we?
Oh, your hops, you got your Centennial and your Cascade. They dry hopped it with Cascade. Flavor profile, it's going to be herbal, floral, and fresh.
I really like the aroma. It does not smell as dank as you think it should be given the name.
No, yeah, it's not. I don't think it. Obviously, it's a weed pun in the name.
Yeah. It almost doesn't smell dank at all.
No, it's good. It's refreshing. No, solid.
There's a sweetness to it that I've been trying to identify exactly why, and I couldn't tell if it was because we literally just said the word s'mores as I took my first sip.
Yeah.
And I just went, now I taste marshmallows.
I'm getting a lot of floral.
Yeah, it is really floral.
Yeah, a lot of that like in the florist in a funeral sort of
Yeah.
aroma going
Carnations
on.
and whatnot. Yeah.
I'm getting that.
Almost soapy floral.
Yeah, I think that the aroma is better. Honestly, on both of these, for me so far, the aroma has been better than the taste. They're not bad, but I wouldn't probably go back and just have a bunch of them.
They're both very bland beers. They're light-bodied, not necessarily something. I mean, they're meant to be crushed, and you drink a lot of them.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that may be the case on these two.
Do you think you could probably get away more with the hop hash doing that than the 420? But even though the hop hash was a little more bitter to me than this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
There's not enough malt to in the hop hash to balance out that bitterness.
Don't worry about malts. When I was putting the dock together, the last one kind of really brings up all the malt. It's all the malt that Sweetwater could find, pretty much, dumped into a beer. So you're going to GABF.
Yeah. So I was able to figure out how my work schedule was going, and then from that, I happened to be like just a couple hours away from GABF.
Nice.
And so on the day that GABF starts, so I was like, we'll just go ahead and swing on over there. My flight out of Denver is a couple $100 cheaper than my flight out of Salt Lake City anyways.
Oh,
so,
score.
yeah,
Probably because
so
that
it worked
airport
out.
sucks.
And it's a shorter distance. I'm sure they factor in, how many miles you're actually going. So.
Yeah, but that airport sucks.
Well, my the weird thing is how I'm going to get around once I get to GABF, because the airport is like
Rickshaw?
35, 40-minute drive. From
Yeah,
the
it's a
conference
ways
center.
off. I would not use an Uber or anything like that.
So
You have to
I'm
rent
dropping
something.
off the rental car. Excuse me. As soon as I get there.
Just let her rip. Come on.
And
You know
then-
what?
I know, right? And that's the only thing I've had carbonated today. And so I'm dropping off the rental car and taking the shuttle from the No. I'm dropping off the rental car and immediately jumping on the train that goes from
Oh.
the
Yeah,
airport
they have light rail that'll get you
That's
down
true.
there.
to downtown.
Okay.
Then taking the train back to the airport and then calling my hotel and acting like I just landed and saying, hey, I need a shuttle. I'm at the airport, and that'll take me to the hotel.
Nice.
Get around that one.
See, Denver and Salt Lake both, though, you're kind of good because they both have the light rail and they both have a train, and they both have good public transportation from what we've at least seen and heard so far. So you're at least set there. You don't always have to spend $1 billion on Lyft.
And it would have been probably $100 for a lift.
That would have been
It would
dumb.
have been peak right after
Oh,
GABF
yeah.
lets out. So.
Well,
I'd
that's
hate to see those rates.
in one of the beer lines. There's a guy that likes to tell the story about going to Dark Lord Day, and he's like, "Well, you stay in Chicago, so you can do the stuff down there, and then you Uber or taxi or something out because they're like 30, 40 minutes away from downtown Chicago to get to Three Floyds." And he said they Ubered down, and it was a bit, but it wasn't unheard of, and they got a friend to drive them back to their hotel, and they're like, for giggles, let's see how much it would be to get an Uber back into Chicago right now with this going on, and it was over $200.
Yeah.
Nope. The $40 that we had to pay after the game one night was enough for me.
No, it was like $45 to seriously
Little
go
tip, but
like
still.
3 miles.
because
but it was-
of a soccer game.
FC Cincinnati game just let out, so you suddenly had 20,000 people that needed a ride.
Which is why I use Lyft now, because none of that extra price in Uber goes to the driver.
Yeah.
Right, at Lyft
Lyft,
is so
it
much
does.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta move. We gotta move. Stick and move. Stick and move.
Tyler said he's hoping to go to GABF at some point. They were on
Oh,
vacation at
yeah.
the time.
Well, at least you're on vacation.
Yeah, I mean,
You gotta think in advance to get those tickets.
My hotel over by the airport, since it isn't downtown, $83 a night.
That's not bad.
No, not at all.
For that time, yeah, that's really
And
good.
It's a Marriott hotel, so
Ooh.
Hey.
yeah.
Near which
I'll have 3 nights at the end of this.
In-
Marriott points at the end of these 2 weeks.
we're almost up to a night. That we
I'm telling you, when we do that, if we go to Asheville, like when you go,
We'll have to use
We're
points
doing Marriott.
because the only Marriott that is downtown in Asheville, we already looked this up, is the Renaissance. So that is the highest.
those are fancier.
the highest one you can get in Marriott. So it's gonna be really freaking expensive. It's gonna take a lot of points.
And they
But
let
there's
you
so
share
many.
points,
They're
too.
so good.
Oh, they do.
I think that's what I've heard.
We could crash our points together on
Yeah.
that then. So that'll be great. All right, we're moving on to the next one here. I think I grabbed right, didn't I? No, I did not.
I don't think we have to stick it
Aha.
at exactly an hour. Oh, well, because he's got to leave. Though.
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh God, there's bottles everywhere.
It's in my raccoon
Oh,
wound.
the triple tail was supposed to be next.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, shit.
Haha! At least you didn't already open them, like some people. Justin.
So,
So I had the right ones the first time.
yeah.
So next up, if you're drinking along at home, is Triple Tail. You can't.
I think
There.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Someone else want to take and read about this baby?
Or
Will
I'll
I
do it.
pour?
That's fine. Triple Tail, a tropical approach to the IPA style. Triple Tail weaves juicy, bodacious hops with notes of papaya, pineapple, and passion fruit into this lush, hop-forward IPA, creating a mouth-watering vacation of your for your senses.
Passion fruit, you say. I'm less excited.
Yeah.
Oh, passion fruit, I love.
You can be assured it'll refresh from sun up to sundown. 5.5 ABV, 57 IBUs, 2-row malt, Pilsner malt, and Carapils malt. The hops are Bravo, Mosaic, and Denali. Dry hops are Mosaic, Denali, Citra, and Waimea. And flavor profile, papaya, pineapple, and passion fruit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, I've got like a beach song in my head.
Oh,
That's a great
dig
smell.
your nose in there.
That's a great aroma.
Let's see what it makes me think.
That's tropical AF. That is,
A lot of mango. A lot. Of
yeah,
mango.
heavy mango.
It's got a pineapple on the label, so I was expecting a lot of pineapple. It's a lot of mango.
Key Largo, Montego, baby, why
Which,
don't we
honestly,
go?
the mango could be a combination of the papaya and the passion fruit. I feel like I get that sometimes when that happens.
Oh, I could just smell this all day. That is.
You should drink it too.
Way down in Kokomo.
I finish with a little bit of like floral with the like rose floral.
Yeah.
Back end.
Mmm.
This
Oh.
is my favorite.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that is delightful.
To have the logo of Swedish Fish, this is delicious.
Swedish fish. Isn't there a candy store in the airport?
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
so.
There's a Graders in the airport.
It's
I
true.
did not know that.
Yeah.
There is currently
There's a Braxton ice cream at Graders
they have a Dead Blow tropical stout ice cream
with pretzels.
with pretzel bits in it.
Nice.
It's also a Sam Adams in the airport.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Sam Adams Brewery. They have one in the airport.
What?
You
Yes.
might be able to get.
Our airport is awesome, you guys.
Look,
I haven't seen any of
the
this.
Cincinnati
It's new.
airport is actually really good.
No.
the Delta Terminal.
Charging
Made
stations
better-
everywhere.
Made better by the fact it's in the correct state.
Yeah.
Screw you, Ohio.
It's
You
not
know what
actually
you
in
did.
Cincinnati, you guys.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't know that.
No, I'm loving this. This is absolutely
Oh,
delightful.
Tyler's going to Philly. I like Philly.
Oh.
It's a good town.
Oh,
I've never been there.
got it
What?
going on?
Philly, no, that was Pennsylvania has the, what was it? We were looking at from the Brewers Association to release state by state stats, and Pennsylvania has the highest. They're ranked to number 1 for, was it breweries or barrels?
It may have been barrels. No, because breweries was like
California.
California. They had like 600
Yeah.
and something, which is a bigger state.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but some
think
of
it
those
was-
brewers are making like one barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pennsylvania is making the most barrels of beer out of any state.
Michigan had 222, and I was like, oh, good job, Michigan. You know, you
222
think-
breweries.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
breweries,
like, oh, well.
And you think like, oh, okay, sure, because Michigan. But then you see the 600 and whatever from California. I'm like,
You're
oh,
just
fine.
like,
California's a larger state, has
Yeah,
more
yeah.
people, has more.
God damn. Oh,
Lord.
I love the way this smells and tastes. This is.
Everything is so carbon. We're all just like,
Yeah.
How is this a fall pack though? This is like this is their fall pack, and this would be an amazing summer pack.
Yeah.
And this is saying it. So the triple tail is the seasonal.
It is the fall seasonal.
I mean, I guess.
Is pineapple fresh in the fall?
Well, it's
Like,
they're in the
what's-
south,
It's,
so
it's a southern seasonal where fall is just more
The
summer.
fall is an idea.
Summer's just more fall is just more summer where the trees die
I mean,
Yeah.
because they're tired of dealing with the sun.
You should just have one of these that pops open and it's just a whoosh of humid air that hits you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
yeah, we're dealing
None of
with
us are allowed to
framing
lean back.
issues.
Lean back.
Hey, we made it work. So
Bob Barker.
That's what I was thinking. That was my idea, was to basically
we were happy
fold
we had
into
an
a
extra
stand.
mic.
Yes.
We could have something ready when you came in.
The
so.
other
remember-
backup mic is in here,
Spam
But
to
it's
your
the-
and Chris would have to be in a different building.
Right.
I would have to be outside and whispering, "Hey guys, so this." Chris,
Too
you're gonna-
loud! Too loud! Back off the mic.
Go get in your car.
Drive a bit.
Just call us from Graders.
Okay, we're going way too slow, but I'm enjoying this one. I am drinking this one. I'm not gonna dump this. This is too good. And this is brunch, so yeah.
Oh.
We've
yeah.
got
How does
I don't know
everyone
if
like
you
a
have time to eat, but we've
brunch
got frittata left.
stream?
Oh, nice.
And for the current time, just to put it out there, we will not be on Diamond Club for those who usually go that route. So
Right.
Twitch and YouTube will be the places to find us, where you're guaranteed watching this right now.
Yeah, so in case anyone hasn't gone there, DCTV has changed. It sounds like T2T2 is working on stuff, but at the same time, like, as of right now, unless you're one of the main shows, you're not streaming on Diamond Club, as far as we are aware. So we're at least trying to stay with Twitch and YouTube, so we'll be live streaming from there. I'm hoping when we do the Brew Science that weekend in October, I may try to use my phone and maybe do an Instagram live stream too. Something like that. We can, something just to have something extra, because we're not normally able to do that on Restream. So either way, we're using Twitch chat. We're kind of trying to work with the tools that we've been given at this point. So
It was just fortuitous that we were slightly ahead of this curve.
yeah, that we've jumped on. And also, I want to say, so obviously this overlay has changed a smidge because we're all here, so we had to make the
Embiggen.
one big thing.
You may notice a new font.
Yes, so if
Lives were lost over
there was
over
the
this
great font war, in which it just took us a lot to figure out a font. And I'm
Hope
still
you like the
looking,
font. It's not going to change for a long time.
It's a war of attrition.
I'm still looking at it like I'm
Can't-
not madly in love with it, but I really like it. And so, and
we
I was
all
like,
care way too much about fonts. Let's be honest about that.
you guys,
Some of us want artsy fartsy fonts, and then
if there's
some
a
of us,
goddamn swoop, I will burn this place to the ground.
some of us can't have swoops and tails on our letters, or we slip into a rage.
We are sans serif people.
so what
And
happened?
if you bring that Comic Sans bullshit into my
We
house,
all no. That's for a while when everything we were pitching, you guys were like, no. I was like, fuck it, give them Comic Sans. See how they like that.
No, so what happened is, and as much as I know some people are like, but so let us see the logo. It is ready now, but we are not ready to show it. We were hoping to wait on that because by the end of the year, we are hoping to launch a Patreon. So, the logo will be revealed.
just because we're
at
hiding,
that time.
we don't want to show anything, so we're hiding.
You guys are weird.
We're underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
But, so the logo is ready though, and just to give you an idea, on the overlay, we've got the new font that is going to be on the logo. So, we had, so we commissioned Len Peralta for the art again, because we love him and he did a great job. And it's a definitely a brand new logo. It's different than what we have, but not a far stretch. It's like a variation. But he did a really great job.
Don't worry, Tyler. You'll probably be the first one to see it.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out the Patreon thing and figure out how to do that, and we're still working on that in the meantime. But the logo is ready, and just to give you an idea, the new overlay for our everybody on the stream at once, and then we've also got a different version for like the video stuff, and when we have the two different windows.
A lot of stuff bubbling in the works. I believe we're putting together a questionnaire or a little.
Right. Yes, I will send that out this
Survey.
week or this week. I was going to say this weekend, but at least this week. We're just trying to finalize it and make sure everything's good. So we're going to be sending out a survey, and we're just going to post the link on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of thing, to see what you guys would like to change, or what you want to keep, or what you love, or whatever about the audio show format. We haven't been doing the video show that long. And there's really not a ton we can change. I mean, like it's a pretty short. It's a short show. It's a strict format.
Generous amount of time, but not enough time to do more than try these beers.
Right. Like there's
Just
only so
know-
much that
Just know the end result of that survey is going to be get rid of Justin.
I'm gonna hit you. Nobody's gonna say that.
I want to send one in personally.
They are anonymous.
They are, yeah. It's just a Google form survey. But so that's going to be going out soon. So look for that. We would really appreciate the feedback, you guys. So it's going to be primarily about the audio show that we do on the off weeks from the video show. So just to give you guys some kind of heads up there. And then we're pouring the next beer.
This one doesn't have the pineapple, or the one that we're pouring right now has the pineapple on the logo.
This
the
is
last
the one that I've
had
had.
pineapple.
This one doesn't have pineapple,
So,
but it's on the logo.
We are pouring the Going
I
Coastal.
don't know if that's true or not.
Maybe.
And actually, no, this one I had this one at the Cincinnati Beer Fest, and it was amazing. Or Jungle Gym Beer Fest, something.
At a beer fest. You know, they
Yeah.
kind of they blend together after a while.
Well,
you do forget these things.
Since we'll be having the Going Coastal IPA, slip into some sunshine, step off the grid, going coastal with this. By going coastal with this pineapple laced IPA, so I guess there is some pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Bright aromas of the 5 citrus hop additions are. I keep wanting to say attenuated for some reason when I see accentuated. My brain just shuts off and starts throwing T's at it. The 5 citrus hop additions are accentuated by tropical fruit of this of the pineapple. Though, and just like those 3-day weekends, its finish is quick. Golden copper in color, full malt build to bring the balance to our year-round offering. 6.1% ABV, 45 IBUs, malt bill, 2-row, Munich wheat, premium English, and crystal malts. Hops Columbus, so it gets lost and starts calling new continents, old ones.
Does a lot of rape, a lot of pillage, and then
God,
gets
he
a
really-
holiday.
Really
and-
was a monster.
I thought we were starting off with an Ohio joke, and then it went
Oh, no.
way too dark.
No, we're going dark, and that Columbus Day needs to be abolished.
It's also happening soon, isn't it?
Yes.
November.
It's always the day before my birthday, usually.
What do you mean? There's no what? Who would celebrate such
Who
a
would
monster?
celebrate
Columbus
this
Day.
man?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is it a bank
also
holiday?
No.
it is, except
it?
my bank.
Oh, well, yours is weird.
It's a Columbus hops, Cascade hops, Simcoe, Golding, and Centennial, and then they dry hopped it with Cascade, Simcoe, Golding, and Centennial. And flavor profile says tropical candy flavors with grapefruit, earthy citrus.
No, that's right on. Like serious, tastes like pineapple candies. Because when Walker went to Hawaii and brought us back all those little pineapple candies, and I ate
It
like
does taste like pineapple.
I like ate half a damn bag of them, and then took my genetics test, and I was waiting for it to come back and be like, "You're half pineapple."
Actually,
More pineapple than man now.
10%
Twisted and
pineapple
evil.
now.
Because you just spit into a tube. And I'd been eating those damn things like all day. And I was like, this isn't going to turn out right. Something's going to be wrong.
That was a tough test for
It
me.
was going to come back and be like, you're Samoan.
Oh.
Racist.
No, we are, I'm like 58% Northern European. And like,
I was waiting for you to go, no, I can't be racist. I'm 0.12% sub-Saharan African.
I'm 0.02% sub-Saharan African. Which Ian's like, no African came back in mind.
He's like
None.
the whitest person we know.
He is the whitest kid you know.
Very much so. It's good
Okay,
beer.
opinions.
It's good beer.
It's like candy.
Tropical pineapple candies. There's some other, sweetness in there besides pineapple.
The downside is like we haven't had water to drink in between the beers, so I've just got hot bitterness in my
But since
mouth.
I was the one ordering them,
And
that
I
was
had to
how
do
I
everything.
ordered them. Was so that without water to rinse between, these should all fairly go kind of well between each other.
It's
Going
just the
like
bitterness.
building the fruit flavors in last and going for the one that's supposed to be just a giant thing of pineapple at the end.
4 beers?
There is a fifth.
Oh.
This
Bonus
is,
round.
Weird.
So I had been pushing for this pack for a while, and it is extremely fortuitous that we are in the position we are now, because the reason we couldn't do this one
It's a weird pack.
is all Sweetwater packs are set
Weird.
up so that there is only one beer that there is a single bottle of in it. And then if there are 2 beers that there are 3 bottles of,
Like there's 3 of the 420 and 3 of
the seasonal.
yeah, but then there's like 2 of these, and like it's the bizarre pyramid when you're like, no, I want to share this with people.
You're like, why the hell would someone structure their 12-pack in this manner?
Because they can't make enough of the other one, I guess.
Maybe it came from that debacle last year when someone hijacked the truck.
the truck, yes.
Maybe it was a truck filled with this beer.
And they're just like, no one can know.
I don't know, but they only have 3 because the last one, I'm not going ahead and jumping it out of here. But the last one, there are only 3 that they do of those in a rotating series. Like, there's only 3 different ones.
It's
And
literally one bottle.
they're not quarterly, so I guess thirdly, you would call it?
I got nothing.
Triley? That they do
Yes,
those?
that's-
I don't...
Bunch of tryhards. I'm not proud of that joke. I'm really not. That was bad. I should feel bad, and I do.
Trimesterly.
No, okay, the cracker helped a little bit actually.
So, Tyler, I've got to know, what else have you been into? Because I've been watching you and Monique check into a lot of stuff on Untapped.
No, so also Tyler, we finally tried the Atomic Pumpkin.
Oh, God, yeah, it's so good.
Good. If you want one of
So,
those.
post-show, since we're doing this so early, it's like, post-show can get wild.
Well,
We just have to be able to drive.
he has to be able to get
I got a
to.
flight in 2 hours and 40 minutes.
We'll get you there. It's a Sunday afternoon.
fine.
There's not going to be a line at the CVG International
And
Airport.
aren't you, like-
It's Sunday afternoon.
No,
There's
I
not
didn't.
gonna be
No,
cops
I didn't.
watching
Aw.
for
I
drunks.
should have. It
They
would've
won't
been worth
know.
it like
But I thought it covers
earlier this year.
like 5 years or something.
It does.
Oh.
It would have been. It's $100 for 5 years, and if I had thought about it before I started this season of recruiting, then it would have been great because I've probably been through security 15 times in the past like
for
6
the-
months.
The pre-screen, yeah.
Yeah, so it would have been totally worth it.
Ever
nice.
since Ibit said that, I was like, oh.
So, yeah, I've been wanting to sign up for one of those kind of boxes, Tyler, but yeah, it's the mail order stuff. A bunch of people in Ohio have had the green light since Ohio lets you mail beer.
Yep.
Oh.
And Kentucky does not.
We need a PO
So
box.
we are still kind of screwed on that because I see all kinds of people like, oh, I got my first box in. And it was, I saw Gnome, but this was a couple months ago when he got his first box in from a service like that. He was like, I should have thought about my picks because you get to pick what you want, like
Oh.
through style. And it's like, I want some of these hard to get West Coast IPAs. And he was like, I did not think they have to go through distribution. These people have to get it, curate it, and then send it out to you. And he's like, and
They're
if
not
you
fresh.
get IPAs, yeah, they are pretty much at the end of their freshness window. So,
At the Brewfest yesterday, you get confused quite often as a brewery representative. Brewdog is this next box. Nice. Brewdog's great.
That's
yes,
fine.
and that's something I've been. We have to go up because in Columbus, just an
They
hour up the road, we have the Brewdog put their U.S. brew facility in and the
could
hotel.
we could have been on the ground floor of that hotel. Is all I'm saying.
We
I
still
am
can probably
still-
get a room on the ground floor.
I am still toying with whether or not we should do a retreat there at some point. Just a weekend.
We got to do a group trip at some point.
Come on, Tyler. Next year, Tyler, you're up for going to Columbus, Ohio, to go to the Brewdog Beer
Okay.
Hotel and Asheville. Come
I
on.
was gonna say Tyler needs to. We need to get all of our. It may be more difficult for our West Coast people. Like,
laughing at myself. I'm sorry.
And we also need to do the thing here for Oktoberfest. Come
Right.
on, everyone has to come for Oktoberfest. Why
I was
wouldn't
gonna
you?
say Tyler
We need
should.
to replace the streets with people with no one from Cincinnati. Just
All of us. We need to have Tyler should go to Asheville with us at the very least. Like, meet us there. And I don't know how easy it would be for our our West Coast people. I don't remember where Evan's from, but Nick and Brian, I don't know what their
Evan was from
there
LA,
possibilities are?
wasn't it?
What's the airport near Asheville? Is Asheville an airport? Or is it just
They
Charlotte?
have no.
I don't
Asheville
know.
has its own airport because Sierra Nevada is out by the airport. That's the thing to keep in mind about Asheville is only the small breweries are down in the middle of town.
Yeah.
New Belgium is way the fuck out the west of town, and Sierra Nevada is south of town. Like both of them, 45 minutes away from town.
But there's other stuff. I mean, they have their own local stuff too.
yeah, little breweries that you may have
Yeah.
heard. High Wire. Some people heard brewer. Burial.
Did you get to watch or listen to, or I guess not watch, but listen to our Oktoberfest episode?
he watched. He had cameras in here. You guys
You
just
don't
didn't
know.
notice they were.
Probably.
Because
think
I
so.
actually I thought that was interesting.
I listened to the old episodes, everything that I haven't been on. I listened to everything already. So.
Well, the one that we just did. So I thought that
He
ended
was
up.
in a text saying you.
no,
would
I
listen to
mean
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
like in the past week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, we did an audio.
Yeah.
We did our second. We decided not to call it Märzen Bowl this time after
Because it
looking
was-
at it.
After we did some research and found out even the first time, oh yeah, it's not all Märzen's.
Because there's Fest beer and there's Märzen.
There's actually
so like,
three.
Yeah,
There's a
okay, I
third
remember that.
style that falls into.
the Munich Helles, which
Yeah.
is what Uinta really turned out to be.
Yeah,
Um,
Helles is a light lager beer.
And it really explained, because that first year we were like, wow, the color differentiation. And we're
Yeah.
like, because Fest beers are not going to be those
Man.
dark ambers like we were getting out of the Märzen's.
Exactly.
It was
Exactly.
like if I could have looked at like 1 year prior me, like judging, I was like, man, you're gonna learn a whole lot in a year. Are you? No, but you're gonna pretend.
You're going to drink a lot.
You're gonna drink a lot. So no, that brings up. You should talk about. We were watching some College Humor skits, and they were talking about ruining old shows with math, and they ruined Cheers.
That was cracked.
Crack. Yes.
Okay, so they break down Norm from Cheers.
Yeah.
They break down his bar tab, and he's having like four. In a period of like 2 years, he's had 482 beers. To which I'm like, that's a lot of beer. Like that seems like too much. And I'm sitting there doing the math, going, I mean, that's less than one a day. I mean, how bad is that really?
It's like
I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah.
when you stop and go, you know,
Ooh.
I've had a lot more than norm. So what I've just
This is the
poured
one
is
bottle.
the Hatchery Series Black Lager. This is release number 3 of this beer.
The smell on this is amazing.
So let me give you the bottle. Yeah.
That's why they can't put so much of this. This stuff has has a bit of a different consistency.
So you remember when I said all the malt that they have goes one place? This is where it goes. The Black Lager. Don't be scared of the dark. This black magic might look big, but it's not. This 5% ABV lager is actually light and crisp. That's from their head brewer. So ABV 5%, IBUs 30. The malt bill. This is where all their malt goes. So you got your two-row, Munich, Victory, how do we say that?
Carapils.
Carapils.
It's a caramelized
Nice
Pilsner
Pilsner
malt.
malt.
Okay, makes complete sense then. So you got your flaked wheat on top of that, roasted barley. You got your chocolate, coffee malt, and midnight wheat. Your hops, you got your Hallertau. Okay, this was a hop that Mittelfru.
Mittelfru. Mittelfru.
Okay.
It's one. Yeah.
Thank you. This is
Oh, these are separated in their list.
I like to imagine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I like to imagine-
Hallertau by itself, and then there's
Yeah.
Somewhere,
Mittelfru is the area. It's a
okay.
little bit more specific.
Kent is just
version of
going,
it, yeah.
Okay. Then you got your Sterling and your
Stop trying to do
Cascade
German.
hops. No dry hopping for this one.
We need to have Stephanie in the background.
And your flavor profile is malt forward with
Disapproving looks.
chocolate and cashew.
Cashew. Okay, a nuttiness.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
sit here
God,
and smell
yeah.
this the rest of the day. If Yankee Candle doesn't make a damn candle out of this, I don't
Oh,
know what's
that
going
is-
on in the world.
I'll sit here and smell this the rest of the day because
And I'll be
don't
damned.
wanna drink this one.
I'll be damned if I get hell for pours on this one, because that's the pour I gave
I think
myself.
I got the most.
And I want everyone else to show their let's
I'm okay with this.
Who's not
I'm just
being
saying, I
greedy
think I
today?
got,
You can't even see.
get yours.
that's why let's put them on level so they're not
Oh
all.
yeah, mine's way the hell up there.
yeah. So the
Who's being greedy on pours now?
me. So I tweeted the picture of our duct tape setup
throwing-
today.
Just trying to throw us off the
We're just
scent.
toasting Pepe.
Yeah, Pepe is our point of contact over there
Not
at the
a
camera.
frog.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no, not a
no,
frog.
fuck that Pepe.
Because I thought that was the Pepe as I was driving in and listening. I
Oh.
thought that was the Pepe.
I
Did you
had-
see the creator of that
Pepe
Pepe?
from WoW.
He's
sorry.
suing.
because it
He's
got
suing-
away from him.
He's suing the alt-right organizations for like copyright infringement and stuff that they can't use it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I never intended for this. I don't support it. So no.
I don't know what that is.
Pepe the
Pepe's
Frog.
Pepe the Frog. It's the weird, dumb little frog cartoon face
Should-
that the alt-right have been using for.
I get so angry when I see
Pepe's
those stories
so-
that I just gave up.
If you haven't spent time on 4chan,
Yeah, go to 4chan. That's where he exists.
Don't do that ever.
Or Destiny's stream. Whenever you want to watch someone get really mad
He
at
makes
League
me
of Legends.
he makes me angry because he just gets so meh.
Oh my gosh,
This is my new favorite thing, you guys.
this is
I'm
so
just gonna-
nutty.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Do 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 do. Sometimes you don't.
This is wonderful.
So that is seriously on par with, I would say, Listerman's.
oh God.
Black logs
Nutcase.
have nuts. Do 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 do.
okay. So I wouldn't call it a black lager though. I would
maybe-
call it a nutty brown probably.
Oh, it definitely
Yeah,
is like a
not
brown.
closer.
Really.
It does have similar flavors, like not quite the nut, but like a lot of
The
the other flavors.
maltiness
The
from the log.
maltiness does make me think of black lager.
I would. So
Schwarzbier.
black lager is really supposed to be. If you were to drink it with a blindfold on, you shouldn't be able to tell that it's a dark beer.
That's true.
Oh.
But the ones I usually tend to
Like a black
find
IPA.
is
Yeah.
like New Belgium's, which has a distinct sort of flavor to it.
I don't remember theirs.
It's the 8.
Yeah.
I had that
okay.
last night.
I don't remember the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1574 or
It's,
something.
it's definitely
yeah.
a year. It's definitely a year.
But it has that kind of like more malty flavor. So I mean, I guess technically it's not a perfectly distilled black lager.
Yeah, it's difficult to make. You're supposed to basically just make a lager and then add a little bit of coloring malt, like just enough to turn it black.
So speaking of
you
New
make
Belgium,
a lager and then just go doop doop doop.
speaking of New Belgium, last night when we were out for dinner, we went to Flip Daddy's, and
First time.
Oh,
me and
I
Justin
haven't
had
been.
the
yeah.
New Belgium Belgian White.
Oh,
The new fat tire. Yeah.
Oh.
Their limited edition of the fat tire, and it is delicious. It is just like this light, fluffy, like it really has that Belgian style to it, but it's a little bit lighter.
They've got it in packs everywhere. Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
pouring it. I had that
Oh.
one yesterday. They were pouring it
It's
yesterday.
really
Yeah,
good.
it
It's
was
a
on
nice
tap.
summer beer.
Yes.
It really is. It's really easy on the palate, citrusy, and it still brings across that Belgian style.
I don't know how much I remember out of it because it was.
late in the day.
Listen, they were yelling at everybody pouring while I was standing and saying, the ABC's coming, the ABC's coming. So, because the event was over and people were still tapping, and so.
The ABC?
Alcohol beverage control.
Ah.
They're coming to shut you down.
Yeah.
So I
I
was
was
like,
like, what?
"Jeez, it the cops."
Yeah.
Got speakeasy up in there.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
how was attendance for that?
Nope, never mind. Didn't
Really
have time for the
good.
joke.
I think it would have been better if they had it
Switch messages
indoors
and, like, scientific name
instead
No.
of it was all outdoors for 6 hours in the
Too
sun.
long.
Canada.
Yeah.
I couldn't
VIP
find a scientific name for
was
things at the
early,
time.
and so they got an hour without even having to spend their tickets, pretty much.
Oh,
And then after that hour, it was like 20 tickets for 5-ounce pours or something.
so
Oh,
did
it's
your
like the All Tech Fest where
After a
it's
while,
basically
they're
like
like,
the
tickets.
the
Tickets
beers are
don't
made
matter.
up and the tickets don't matter.
There
Yeah.
was one girl. I was standing near that booth, and there was one girl who like took your glass and filled it up and was like, "Where's your ticket?" And like would not hand your glass
No,
back
Tyler.
to you until.
no.
Is
No
that the right-
frogs.
Is that the right
That's
frog?
close.
It's not.
You had
but
one
that's-
ticket, Nazi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, if you got a ticket, lay it on the
Dude,
counter.
what was it? Was it the Cincinnati Beer Fest or Jungle Gyms? One of them, like where Dogfish Head was, they were ticket Nazis, like hardcore. I don't know why.
So that was no, it's not Jungle Gyms because Jungle Gyms is not ticketed
Oh right.
because you pay a higher price, you get a bigger glass,
When you get the big pretzel and like okay.
and
yeah.
they load. That's what's so great about it. Like you're paying a bigger
I've seen-
price.
okay.
There's no tickets because they're like,
Looks like a real
let's
piece of
face
shit, right?
facts.
Yeah.
Nobody takes tickets.
Yeah, they're just like, just pay a little bit more and we're good. Just go
Yeah.
have fun.
No, the Jungle Gyms one was actually excellent.
So that was at All Tech.
Yeah.
Look, Tyler, the only frogs that are allowed are Kermit.
Yeah. Kermit's always allowed.
Maybe Robin, but he has to ride Kermit's coattails to get in.
Frogger.
So you were
No,
there
he
was
gets
something we were
squished in
talking
traffic
about
trying to
earlier
get here.
That was on to but anyways, there was the distributor. So the distributor for the brewery for
Too bad.
Rheingeist for the S'mores beer, the
New
Yeah, the-
Holland.
New Holland, all the same distributor. It goes through Heidelberg.
Oh yeah, Heidelberg. They're
does
just
all
north
the
of
things.
town here.
So yeah, so those are the guys. One of the things that kind of I don't know ticked me a little bit was here I was talking about these beers and having all these things and we were talking about the beer box, the shipping of the beer boxes earlier, and one of the girls that was at the festival came up and said, "You seem like a knowledgeable person," which I don't know about that, but
I mean,
Sure.
as far as beer is concerned, you're smarter than us.
well,
Yeah.
Also, in other
most of those
things, you're
mullet-
smarter than us. Well, at least me.
In most things.
no, I wouldn't go that far at all.
Look,
One
unless
thing.
unless
I know
you
one thing well.
unless we're arguing about Roman history, I think you got me beat.
There's a lot of Roman history. But so
That's
she
a
comes
post-show
up and
discussion.
says this, and she asks, "Hey, do you know if you can ship beer inside Kentucky?" I'm like, "Oh no, they don't let you do that." And the distributor that was behind after she left came up and said, "Huh, she thought you were a knowledgeable person." I was like, "You asshole.
Like, unless you have a liquor license, you can't.
Yeah, and well, he said no, you can't. But like, it was just a, I don't know. He was like, you're just a volunteer, and I'm the. But there was things like with the.
He didn't know the actual distribution of the dragon's milk.
He didn't know dragon's milk came in bottles, and I'm like, are you? What do you do?
That's what they do.
In draft, he was like, "Oh no, that's draft only." I'm like, "No, it's not.
They make it a point to be like, look, guys.
I'll take you to the show where we sampled the bottles."
Should have just taken him to a liquor store.
Literally, one of them would have been out.
Yeah, I was like, "Really?"
No, we're waiting for the final one for this.
What is the
year.
final one?
No idea. They haven't announced it.
Okay. Yeah, we've definitely got a bunch of Dragon's Milk variants in the closet right now.
Yeah,
just
right
ready
now
to
we've
go.
got triple mash, Mexican spice cake, s'mores, and we're waiting on the final variant.
Now, we still don't know how the New Year's Eve stream is going to go this year.
Yeah,
with the DCTV status.
What's up with that? They're working on some kind of Twitch thing where everyone can.
We're still in talks with the Ritual Misery is basically who put it on last time, essentially.
Yeah.
So we're still in talks with them and trying to keep up with the conversations that are going on as far as like
Join the conversation.
how we're doing this now with because of the DCTV thing. Like we knew it was happening, but like the thing like the new setup and new format just happened. Like no, I don't think anybody was expecting that to be a thing as much, you know. So
we thought
we're still
he
waiting.
was just going to hand over like server space and things. They were just going to turn it over, and that was going to be that. And it was gonna be like, oh, so we just hit T2 with our questions and stuff now. And it was like, no, T2 has completely redone it. And from what we've heard, he's not replying to anybody from the small streamers. So we don't know if he's just like, I'm bogged down with trying to get the basics of this working.
There's probably a lot of work going in.
Because Muffin had put years of work into this.
And with programming side, once you put something together, you know the like little intricacies of it. And, oh yeah, this directs to that little piece that I wrote. There's nobody else that uses that type of code. But
exactly.
This time.
So that's why I understand T2 had to completely rebuild this thing ground up, and that's why we have our complete new look over at DCTV.
No, it does look nice, I'll have to say. But
I really like the old look though.
I know, yeah. We
were just used to it.
Yeah.
When you introduced outsiders to it, it was very jarring, and they were just like, "The
Well,
hell's
old
this
school.
IRC?" And that's when we're like, you know what? We're at Twitch chat. Everyone knows Twitch chat.
Yeah. And I was like, what is this IRC? And I'm like, man, I was born in the IRC.
There's a difference between user interface that is easy to pick up and user interface that's heavy on features. It's Microsoft versus Apple. Microsoft is well, Apple's a little bit easier for your 90-year-old grandmother to pick up and know what does what.
I think it might be like iOS versus Android, but more so.
Okay, I can see that.
Because
iOS
Windows
versus
is actually cleaned up so much. Just like Windows 10 is completely different from like Windows 7. Like the
I thought you were about to say from Windows. What was the failed 8?
Oh
yeah. Wow.
And I was like, well, I mean, you don't talk about the other, like the every other.
So
I love Windows 10.
I was gonna say, I feel like the odd man out because everyone's like, all these Windows, they're like, oh, it locks my computer up, it just screws me over completely. I have been early adopter for every Windows since what, like
3.1?
No, like 2000.
Yeah.
As soon as
Windows 2000?
Yeah.
That was a horrible system.
Yeah, that one was bad. That was bad. So since then, like I got kind of burned but since
didn't have the Weezer's video like Windows 95 had.
I always hopped on with the student editions, and I never had a problem. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's doing this." I'm like, "My computer's fine. Like my shit's running ballin', actually."
I mean, obviously we've learned since my computer was a build from someone on Reddit. That there are some issues there, but beyond that, like I have never had any problems with Windows 10. I love it. But anyway,
I'm like a Microsoft fanboy.
Well, I go ahead.
Someone at this table owned a Zune.
I did, and I used it until they closed the store down.
Oh my goodness!
Because Zune HD had high def video and a full touch screen before Apple. But they invented everything.
Dude, I think even Apple fans at this point realize that Apple is not first with some things.
They invented
anything.
They invented Retina display, not Samsung.
All right.
Let's not get political.
We're getting there.
You can. Overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts. It's a great summer pack.
I think it's a pack worth getting. My favorite was the Black Lager because it was like all the coffee and malt and the caramels and rich tones and the nuttiness, and I loved it.
I enjoyed the 420. I actually liked it more than it kept going pretty good. This was a little too sweet, but still nice.
The Tropical Tail was great.
The Triple Tail,
sorry.
It's really solid. It's pretty good all around.
Going Coastal was the nuts for me.
And I've had that.
D's nuts.
That one was good on draft last time I had it, but either way, like the two tropical ones basically were fantastic. I love the Black Lager. I could do without the these two, but
Casey, thoughts?
The Black Lager is a no buy, no try for me.
That's very subjective.
The Black Lager is an abomination to God and man.
The other four I would definitely try
I enjoyed
if you hadn't had them. And then I would buy 6 packs of the seasonal, the 2 fruited beers, the seasonal and the pineapple.
Oh yeah, the Going Coastal, I think you can get 6 packs anyway.
Everything else is in 6 packs except for the Hatchery series.
So I would get the pack, but make sure you can share it maybe with people.
Yeah.
Because it's odd counts.
Get the pack for like a party because the numbers are really weird in this pack. Like if you're going somewhere, if you're taking it to a summer barbecue, take this pack. You're good. You're perfect at that point. So
Despite the fact it comes out in fall. Anyway.
All right, people are having last minute parties. It's fine.
Let's go ahead and close this baby out.
You can subscribe and get some great resources at haveadrinkshow.com. Follow us at Have a Drink Show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And please rate the show on iTunes to help spread the word.
And don't forget, you can turn this thing around because I forgot the next line.
How?
I don't know how. I have to look at it to remember the. Anyway, you can tell us your favorite drink, ask a question, or leave some general feedback. Use the email address feedback@haveadrinkshow.com. You could also leave an email about how dumb I am and can't remember a thing I say every week.
All right, guys, all joking and fun aside, please drink responsibly. Uber, Lyft, whatever you got to do to get around.
Train.
It's not that expensive.
$9 day pass on the train.
Train, planes, automobiles, as long as you're not driving them.
I think I'll... No. Well, yeah. I was going to say I'll get all 3 today, but...
John Candy pulling you in a rickshaw.
Oh, God.
Pulled by another rickshaw.
All right. Check us out in another couple of weeks for the next video episode. And remember to check out our educational-focused, audio-only feed next week. So, once again, I'm Brittany Lee Walker.
I'm Justin Frazier.
And I'm Christopher Walker.
And
I need to look at this. I don't know what... I'm Casey Price. See you next time.
Bye, guys. Stick around. We'll do Steinhoist in post-show.
yeah, we'll do a little something. Bathroom break.
Let's not make fun of the intellectually challenged like myself.
Sorry, we're just like roughing you.
He's not singing, so he's not pooping. He is moaning. So he's peeing. That's in the last couple weeks of being up here. Chris sings, he's pooping.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
We're still...
Oh yeah, no, I was hoping every last bit of this popped up in the...
Check 1, 2. Okay, I'm on there. Good.
Still got Tyler in the chat.
Yep.
This is a not bad Windows configuration. I actually like the new overlay now that I'm working. Like, the more I look at it, I'm like, fine, okay, sure.
But what if there were black bars there?
I fixed it. You see the I got the one ready for. Stop making sounds. Jeez. I got the one ready for, like, it's just the no more chat thing is weird. But it's just the two. It's just gonna be the 2 videos, and then we've got it all over here on the side. I'm debating on whether or not to keep the same background.
If there was a way to get
for the new
logo.
logo.
I don't know if there's a way in Hangouts to have a thing where like me and Casey are just constantly visible as opposed to us.
I don't think so.
It
would have to do Skype, and Skype's a nightmare.
But
so
seriously, my kidneys hurt. I had to pee so bad. Oh my god.
That's usually my problem. So wow.
God.
Man. Sorry, now all I can think of is hitting Doug so hard his kid had kidney troubles.
You got to get the which do you guys want to try? We can get maybe a bottle of the Harvest Heffa and a bottle of the Atomic Pumpkin and just kind of try them.
Cool. I got a half hour, and then I got to be at the start heading toward the airport.
Yeah. So we.
Half hour and 2 minutes.
You're not leaving yet, are you? Like when he leaves?
I mean, not when he leaves. I mean, I assumed Chris needed to go to bed at 12 o'clock. So.
No, I'm all right. There you go. Ball opener's over there.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
That hurts so bad.
Need to reposition the camera and hoist.
I never.
The camera's on you. I don't know. Oh my god, my legs.
Here, I have a solution for this.
You have a bottle opener?
In my wallet.
Of course you do. That's your version of the fire wallet.
I'd need that wallet. Jesus!
A little bit of a.
Tyler's deaf now.
That's enough time for Casey to kill like 5 bears.
That's the plan.
I mean,
it's kind of fortuitous that the Stein is actually full on dumps, like to the mark.
glass, Casey? I want you to try this
Yeah.
one.
Nice.
Oh, that's got something.
Harvest Pepe.
Speakers blown.
You haven't even finished that one.
Try this, Brittany.
Get my gut.
That's like, drink this.
Oh, well.
There, sorry, there's a little bit of sound, but I decided to go old school mic.
Bob Barker.
Like I was doing
Yeah,
last
well, my
week.
show.
That's what I was doing last week. Where I came really close at one point, just going, and just lay this here on my stomach and just lie back.
That's the Harvest Heifer. It's really good.
I like that.
Okay, who wants to set timers?
I can.
A little color.
Get a little color.
A little color in there. Jesus, that darkened that shit up fast.
Black lager. It looks like it just looks like a light, like a, I don't know.
Hellas.
Let's watch this man hoist.
All right.
Here, well.
Someone's gonna.
You got to drink it at the end too.
No,
Oh,
no, we're not.
sick.
We're not drinking.
Okay.
Oh.
How long of a timer?
This is
No,
how the
not-
video
just
show
stopwatch,
needs to look,
stopwatch.
Casey. That's how the video show needs to look. Me just off screen and unseen at all times.
All right. Ready?
Disembodied boys.
Give me a countdown.
1, 2, 3, go.
All right.
Arm's length, huh?
You can't even see that.
Arm's length, locked.
Locked. Okay.
Has to be locked.
I didn't know if it had to be like bent, almost pouring out into your mouth and hold that. I was like, oh, I mean that'll take a while. We can't say anything. It's a white screen.
It's just white.
Stupid Samsung.
You stopped it. Hit it again.
You son of a bitch! How could you do this? We lost valuable seconds.
It's fine.
I thought I could swipe. It's not like the iPhone.
I hate the.
I thought I could swipe up and reduce the brightness.
I got angry at the iPad earlier.
Oh, hello, kidneys. Okay.
Now you can't take it anymore. Ugh. We're dipping. I can't see the screen. What's the chat? What are you putting?
Die.
Don't die. Don't die.
So
Speakers
somebody,
Hold this. I can't put it back in there without
somebody
making
puts
noise.
money to Night Attack.
Yes. Yes,
It's
they do.
locked. Damn you!
He doesn't have to. He can just give him free money.
Doesn't lock any more than that.
We're at a minute 12. Minute 14 now. Sorry.
So I usually use like a small weight. It's like a 3-pounder. Practicing this,
He actually does this almost daily, like with the weights. It just
but
folds
this
them
is
out.
a bit heavier than I usually do.
I'll get 10 seconds.
Whew. Ugh. It hurts really bad.
Because that's much heavier than the 2-pound weights he used.
Yep.
Well, it's a liter, and a liter of liquid, a liter of water should weigh 1 kilo, plus the weight of the glass. I'm gonna tickle him.
I would dump this on you.
It would not end well.
Oh my god.
You know
Just
how-
let me know when you're ready to stop.
It'll stop when I put it down.
This lapel knife worked out.
Oh, this still got a lot in it.
I was gonna see if Bob wanted any or not.
I may want some in a second. I don't know. You're not my real dad. You don't know.
I don't know my real dad.
according to
God.
according to one of my friend's grandmothers. I don't. I've told you that story before, right?
Yes.
I think I told them that for the first time last week.
3 minutes. That's the goal. 3 minutes.
If he draw, no, Tyler, my microphone's gonna be safe. It's over here, off screen with me.
Thankfully, the mixer's way over there.
Yeah, that fixed
It's behind the monitor. Oh, God.
Yeah, we
Tell me when I'm at 3.
pretty close.
Technically, you were like
Ugh.
8 seconds ago. Cause
Oh, God.
3 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh.
Seems
beat
more
that.
painful than I thought.
I cannot.
Oh.
I mean, all right. You
no,
just going?
I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm done.
And
It is heavier than
I
I
have
thought.
no upper body strength. Like that.
All right, let's reset this. I want to find out.
We're drinking. Get
So,
over here.
for the record.
No, I
Fred-
like just holding it out off, like just off.
No,
off
do it
screen.
left-handed.
Do it. Now do it.
No.
I mean,
That's
So
called a
Chris
stranger.
did 3 minutes and
No,
2
that's-
seconds.
that's when you
Arm is
sleep
just
on your-
dead.
that's when you like sit on your arm in a weird way, so you cut off blood flow,
Stranger.
and then you can.
It feels
Alright.
like somebody else
Are you
is
reset?
jerking you off.
Oh, hold on.
No, you can.
I don't know what's happening.
Atomic pumpkin.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right, let me know.
Really move it.
Let me know when.
And go. All right, we're starting.
It's just a disembodied forearm.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's what I wanted.
Thrusting a beer into frame.
I got chills,
Atomic pumpkin.
they're multiplying, and I don't know why this popped in my head.
Lock that arm.
Smells
Sorry.
Like, smells like apple
I'm having
pie.
to I'm having to multitask, Chris. I'm have to hold one thing in one hand, one in the other, and it's distracting my
That's-
my arms.
It's pretty tasty, actually.
Do.
Oh.
Yeah, no, much harder than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yep. I know I can't do it. I'm not even
Shit's
gonna
heavy.
go there.
Oh, God.
You're the one on the moon. Ooh, 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 honey.
Did you see the Stein collection? Did I ever send you all that picture?
Hmm?
Steins.
It's actually really painful on my wrist.
Hmm.
Like I want to be able to reset it, and I can't.
Well, that's at the
I can't with one hand. Can you?
Brothers
Hold.
Christmas store.
Oh. No.
Sorry, that was just to readjust because it slipped. Now, we're good. We're good now. Sorry.
Tyler said, "Justin, you got this."
I don't.
You're at a minute 35.
It's fine. Halfway there.
Oh. It hurts. I'm sore.
Chicken dies on dare.
Ooh, some fried chicken would be really good.
Oh yeah.
Canes.
Oh yes.
Are we going to Cane's after we drop Casey off at the airport?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, Casey.
Move forward.
It actually is near there.
Forward.
Yeah, it is.
Always forward.
I can't wait for that one in Oakley to open. You can handle it.
Put your back
Come on,
into
get
it.
it up. He's getting the shake.
I would drop
It's
it.
not long.
I can do this. I'm a beacon of hope. Ugh.
He said disqualified. Why is he disqualified?
Because he put his hand and rested it.
Oh,
No, I had to readjust it because this stuff was falling. That's why I was going to give myself an extra couple seconds after.
that makes me nervous.
It's just Chris's Nexus.
Oh, this shit's heavy.
Yeah. He's got the shake. I know when I got the shake, that was it. I was
Hold
just
on, my
making-
mic.
20 seconds.
Go. Go. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
To 3 minutes.
Until 3.
10 seconds now.
5.
Then 5.
And you're good.
4, 3, 2,
His penalized.
1. There.
There you go.
3 minutes and 6 seconds.
Well, because of his penalization,
Ah,
we're saying,
yes.
we'll say 301.
Got it.
I say 303.
303?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I was trying to penalize myself for what I did.
Don't
Oh
try
God.
to lean with that arm.
I'm not trying to.
It's useless.
No, it feels better now that I've like pulled it up past where it was trying to hold.
Oh, God. It's the lock.
I couldn't do it.
So it's the locking that really kills it.
Like, that's the reason I had to readjust is because it
understand.
slipped and my wrist was going down.
All right, Casey.
What'd you do with your old one?
I just have it in the trunk or something.
Yeah,
Does it have
Chris.
NFC or
Yep.
Chris, you
whatever?
think that's bad? Imagine your wrist isn't quite
Actually,
right
still
and
perfectly
it's
good. I just have a
going
problem.
down. Shit hurts.
All right, Casey.
Yeah.
Hoist.
Hoist.
No.
Hoist.
Casey and I are aware
stupid.
of our limitations. Like,
I have no machismo dreams or expectations.
Hoist.
Peer pressure, man. All the cool kids are doing it.
It's for charity.
It's not for charity. I'll
we're
donate.
not donating anything.
They will. That's the thing. You submit the videos.
Oh.
Like we can cut the
Per
chunks.
minute. Per minute.
Per minute.
They'll donate $1.
Per minute.
I'll just donate $6 and
There's no
be
way.
done with it.
I mean, you could do that.
They're donating to what?
I will.
So Casey is locked in to
it's-
hold for
it's
6
whatever
minutes. That's what I
I
heard,
think it's
right,
like
Chris?
FEMA or
Yeah.
First
Casey's
Aid or
Casey's
American
locked
Red
in to
Cross,
hold for
something like
6
that.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I heard him say. He's gonna
Yeah.
hold it for 6 minutes.
No. I'll just go ahead and donate $6 for both of you guys.
All right. See you, Tyler.
Later,
Bye.
Tyler. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
All right. Well,
All right.
We wanted to stop the stream.
All right, I think that's gonna do post.
Thank
Good
you, anybody who was able to tune in, and we do apologize again for the early time, but and of course our next video is also going to be an early time.
Maybe 11 a.m. again.
Just
We
work
don't
with
know.
us.
We'll let you know.
After that weekend though, we should have a normal, somewhat normal schedule again.
We're
So
moving to Saturdays.
We will.
yeah, we may be moving to a different day, so it might be easier actually for people to watch. I don't know. Either way, thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Cheers.
Prost.